of my power. History in halves, one brain. I will break the chain. Oh no, どこには呼ぶ燃えるラメコルと僕の愛と嫌いにいる Oh no どこには呼ぶ燃えるラメコルと僕の愛と嫌いにいる I love I hate this shit
Hello and welcome. Thank you all very much for joining us on this marvelous Tuesday night. We're going to get the music turned down a little bit for all of us. So, you may notice, as far as announcements go, we have a new little layout thing. I was creating it, and I'm like, let's do fire. And colors of fire were chosen, the white and the blues. So, other than that, as far as stream announcements go, I don't think we have any announcements. No new merch or anything like that. No new...
No, I've been forgetful on the animations.
You good? You fine? So, well, if we don't have a lot of things to keep us from a recap.
Is it recap time?
It's recap time.
Yeah! So, we kicked off last session, in a sort of worrying position in the badass water mega dungeon thing that we were in. We may or may not have been accidentally setting off some of the traps and not realizing that we were setting off traps until the water started to rise, and it was not exactly the most friendly of water for us. So we very quickly rushed and fixed our damn mistakes, which led us very quickly into the boss fight, which was so cool. It was such a good fight. Absolutely go back and watch the last episode with that. Huge fight. Lots of crits, lots of damage. Very happy with how everyone performed. It was very close at many times. Super suspenseful. Thankfully, we did successfully beat said boss, so all of us are still alive and one step closer to fulfilling our current quest of collecting all of the different elements. And then we had like a solid 45-minute debate about the right way to collect the element. We may have absorbed some of its power, we may have put it in the correct thing, and then at the very end, we successfully made our way back to the super magical tower that you can see other side, right over there. I'm gonna figure out which direction things lean at some point. I'm looking at the screen over there, which whatever directions are all sorts of funky. But yeah, so yeah, I think that was pretty much everything. I don't think we did any other like crazy major stuff. It was mostly just really badass boss fight.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. So I'm going to start rolling a dice. Quick question for you guys, so that way I can.
What?
Someone's giving you all fate points.
Okay, that's
Okay.
much less threatening than I'm gonna start rolling dice.
It's time for some DM lightning bolts. I heard y'all talking mad shit about me.
That's
While I'm doing
Bryn's
that,
like, I gotta make up for lost time. We had stuff happen the last couple weeks.
True. How do you change things so that way on the Google Doc it is a different color? Like I want night mode. How do I make it night mode? Asker, you get one fate point.
Yay!
Ashra.
Are we on Google Docs right now?
I'm on Google Docs on something y'all can't see.
Change the color on Google Docs?
Yeah,
I
want to
just
make it.
highlighted everything gray when I used to have to do that because I didn't realize how to do it at all. So I just turned all of the text gray so that everything was relatively darker.
I just want the screen to be darker, like the page to be darker.
You should be able to do.
Astra, you get 5 fate points.
Woo!
Turku, you get 4.
Oh,
Aurora,
okay.
you get 1. Cypher, you get 6.
I'll
We'll
take
eat
it.
those up today. Zastrava, you get 4.
Ooh.
Okay. So I guess that's a no on. I'm just gonna have to deal with a nice bright screen. That's fine.
Well, there's
Yeah.
some way to do it. I'll keep looking. I'll figure it out at some point.
I don't know what it is. Sorry.
You good? I was just like, I know you all know a little bit more than me with Google Docs.
Probably
Yes,
not.
Abra, come here.
Oh.
So, you guys find yourselves in the tower of Archmage Nova, resting, well, somewhat resting as you all take a breath, no longer in the Temple of Water. Currently, no one's around you. What are you doing?
Can we rest? Also, Cypher.
I think
Or
everyone.
will show up in the new clothes.
See? My advice still holds true.
When
This
it
is an
doesn't.
interesting question. Do
You
I
did-
see or feel my
you
skills?
asked.
Alright. Do you see or feel your what?
Skeletons.
Yeah, they're around. They're holding
That's
your...
good.
Still holding
For a
your
moment,
hammock.
I was just like, what sort of existential crisis are you having that you're like
That
trying
sounds
to
like-
feel the skeleton inside of you?
What didn't I remember happened? Was there a secret session I missed? Like,
No.
I will bring up that, yeah, Aurora's claws, definitely you do see that there's... Seems to be a constellation in the form of, like, a whirlpool in them now.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
oh.
Or absorbed it.
Like on the palms or on the nails?
It's in the nails. Always in the nails.
Ooh, pretty.
Would you
I
stop
did what you asked, Cypher. Or you told me to do. It was very painful.
At least this time you didn't get sucked into
As
the
most
claws.
things worth it.
Hopefully.
I did tell you what those do, right?
Yeah, acid damage.
Okay. As long as I did. So as you guys are kind of
Let's take in the
Breathing.
surroundings. Pace.
the metal becomes a doorway and just opens up as you see Nova come in. Looks at all of you. So you all survived. Good.
A little more preparation on your side would have been nice.
If you cannot handle the strange trials that you come across without any prep, are you worth the prep involved?
I mean, I think so. We survived this one, so does that mean we now are at the qualification for prep? Because prep would have been really nice for the last one.
I don't think that's what he's getting at.
I don't know which of the 4 dungeons you will find yourself in next. It is
What?
all chosen from, well, a power higher than me. That's why I don't normally like to dabble too much into the divine. Oh. What was that?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
I was like, wait, what? There's a spell? What? I see no spell. I don't... This isn't an arcane ritual magic item. It is pulling on the power of the divine, so it pulls on, well, Elyn's power.
Elyn put us up to that?
Doesn't feel like something Elyn would do. She's usually way more kind than that.
That is to gain the power needed to separate certain
I didn't-
forces from this world.
I didn't realize that being able to hold my breath for 2 minutes made me righteous.
I assume you actually gained the power of the So breathe.
Well,
So
I
water.
absorbed something.
Yes, we found ourselves in a water temple.
It was terrifying.
Luckily, we had holy blood to start the ritual.
Asperl just like look at her hand and like pretty much all of her fingers have small pricks. That'll go away in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Holy blood. What makes you?
The two of us were pricking our fingers for divine magic in our blood to activate the things.
I also just used my open wounds.
It was kind of just convenient that way.
He looks at Cypher for a second.
Jerky just
Interesting.
shakes his head.
We've done an oddly large amount of things using the holy essence and blood and things.
Cypher likes things.
It's become an alarming theme. I really don't like blood.
I mean,
What
don't
was
worry.
meant to
Into water.
change?
I mean, don't worry, Azir. It's not like we're going to be teleported to a blood dimension anytime soon.
It's
We
the
used
four
to
that you should be going to should be of earth, fire, air, and water. So you've already dealt with water.
Oh, I know. You said it was to change us. How?
One, you have accrued the power of the water. I assume, and he looks like to look at for the sphere and stuff like that you guys.
Oh, thing is, I absorbed part of it, the orb absorbed part of it as well.
As long as it's not. The power is an infinite.
Oh, so you two took all of it.
The power is an infinite resource, so it's not like dividing it by 2 cuts it in half.
It's good to know. That was definitely a point of contention for a minute.
So I'm curious how you absorbed it.
I have absorption powers. The claws are hungry.
He just kind of tilts his head and the flames of his head just kind of light up a little bit more. Oh?
Your head's on fire. Is that normal?
He's a blue
It's
fire
not normally
genocide.
that much. I just want to make sure it's not spreading. That seems concerning.
Only times it really spreads is if I get too angry.
I read about that in a book once,
Interesting.
and just it shot up out of the top of his head.
Yeah, that can happen for some genocide.
He was like blue and he was a villain. He was really interesting though. It was a good book.
Interesting book.
Interesting book of a villain, you say. Coming from
In which
Elyn.
Nova prays it's not a fan fiction, they've written it in their youth. It's the one curse of living too long. Is your era of cringe is only deeper.
No, I think I might have read that book. Wasn't he like in charge of the underworld?
Yeah, he was.
You say what?
I'm so glad that you read this book too. Normally, none of you write the same books as me. This is great.
And as he claps, you notice that the door kind of opens and 6 invisible servants, like you can slightly translucent see them carrying. Sorry, as I do some math real quick.
It's hunting time.
It's not
People
enough.
of all nearly mostly
Whatever it is,
invisible
it's
prey
not enough.
things. The movement
Each
sense is
carrying
getting triggered.
100 coins of pure platinum.
What?
Comes in.
100 platinum. What?
Extra? No.
And
This
each
roll
of
about
them-
How small are you right now?
I don't think you're in dragon form at the moment. Each of them comes in front of you, one of you, and sets the coins down. Now that you are a little more accustomed to the elevation
As
here.
Nova is speaking, you get the clink clink as we start shoving in. And we're eyeing. We're going to see if we can get through this. And if y'all don't hide yours fast enough.
Asker's gonna pick hers up and very quickly.
Yeah,
bury
your nose
it
better.
in the
He's gonna begin his away. Well,
We'll
Here
try
goes
to pick
Akra.
hers up quickly as well.
As that you have all acclimated to the heights of this and to the magics of this city now, I have given you this spending money, so that way, if you need anything from the town, you can go find resources, gather it, so that way, as the night sets and the sun rises, hopefully you'll be ready for the next trial. I don't know if you need 1 or 2 days of rest. But it
I
is,
could do 2 days.
One.
I'm just fine with one.
remember, you
It'd
for
be better
each
so we could get a list together to go shopping.
Shopping trip.
I will point out, for all of your memories, you only gain half of your levels of hit die per long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Now remember how many you all spent? That's on y'all.
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, please just don't harass the citizens too much. He looks at you, Ashra.
Ashra's happy now. And Ashra's being let out and about. This is a good time.
I think that's what he's worried
Munchkin's
about.
like, oh, the stomach is starting to protest the raw, pure platinum as we get to the end and Ashra starts to slow down. We'll still clean the plate.
You know, that plate might be made out of platinum too.
One can only dream.
No,
But alas, I am stuffed.
it is it is out of silver though. How many did you eat?
All of them 100.
Okay,
There was no restraint here.
all 100.
I'll have to save the plate for later.
Does that change your status?
Oh yeah.
What are you doing, Amber? Okay, that's fine. You can mess with that. Let me
There are
find.
many tiers to go, but yes,
Where are
Oh,
your
you-
tiers at? What tier are you at?
it's in
now?
my bio.
Oh, it's in your bio?
Yeah, I put it in there.
Hey,
It's just a minor step up for the 10 grand.
I appreciate that
Uh-huh.
being there.
So do I. You know,
Oh.
I only have so many places to store things, but it looked like a good spot. Yeah, it's not much, but
Is it in your bio or the Fey Dragon? Oh, just your bio.
Ashra's bio. Fey Dragon's on an NPC template sheet.
Oh, can you
as
not
I
edit
look-
that?
Oh, I can change it to a character sheet, but it is a lot like cleaner and has everything that it needs. Like I can store all this stuff on the main character sheet rather than like you have to keep when you have 17 character sheets written, you have to keep them organized.
It's true. So you're at what part? You're at 10,000 now?
At 10,000 plus level 11 plus 2 AC.
Nice. You're very nice. Okay.
As we let the gilding continue to creep up the feathers. And we're happy to bound about and follow around. Yeah, let's follow around Asker for a day. Asker seems like she's going to be off and about looking at interesting things.
So, are there any questions you guys have before you venture out into Imagina, or are you guys
Is
just...
it nighttime right now?
No,
Okay.
it's
Any-
probably mid-afternoon.
Any restricted areas we should avoid?
One of the servants, because Nova has left you for his own studies, comes up. There are no restricted areas, except for the homes and the towers of those residing. You can find different master and grandmaster artisans of different crafts depending on what you're looking for. There's also plenty of spots for museums and displays of art and technology that you can find depending on what you're searching for.
Hmm.
Oh, let's go! If Ashra sees a door, we're going.
There's the door that he had left out of.
And so we go out and about into the fresh air. Oh, exultant and stretching.
We're gonna terrorize this poor city.
So is Asher the one leading the charge of all 6 of you?
Yeah.
I'm not going. Well, no, I need to pick up some supplies, so I guess I do have to go out.
Yeah.
Cypher was dreaming of his shut-in day.
I like to ask her and be like, don't forget to get things for your familiar.
Thank you.
Your familiar only knows death.
That is true. Me and my
Can
familiar
Aurora
are probably
slip
not on the best terms.
1 platinum into Zastrava's pouch?
Just
You
one.
can make a sleight of hand against the passive perception.
Passive perception. I'm
Oh.
blind.
I just have to figure out the price for the good and evil enchantments.
So just perception? No. Oh,
Still be more than I can afford.
oh, that's passive. My passive is 24.
Yeah, nice nat
That's
20.
one way to use a nat 20.
I know.
Rip
So
and chat.
Aurora, you expertly go place like no one would normally catch you. Zastrava, you see it.
Can I make a performance check?
Yeah. For what?
I'm just going to like take the coin and like do it across my fingers and be like, I've played in too many bars for this. And just plop it back in your hand.
She's gonna drop
So
it into
cute.
your hand and walk away.
Okay. So I have 1 extra platinum.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect.
If you don't understand why she did it, it's because she owes you 100 gold for selling the gear before.
Oh, okay.
And so
Oh,
Ashra. Oh, sorry.
So Ashra,
You bound down the stairs with everyone about 20 steps behind you because you don't care about bounding.
and I'm faster than anyone other than the child, and child is busy playing coin tricks with the bard.
I'm glad you made that correction yourself because
Child's busy, so I lead.
as you bound down, you get to the bottom parts of the stairs, and there a door just kind of forms a nice double door, and you bound out. And you see a nice, clean city. At this part of the town, it's leaning closer towards. On your right, you see like different pieces of art, like strewn about, different like technological wonders. On your left, you see a large grouping of like, it looks like homes, but it also, like on one of them you see 2 hammers crossed. On another one, not too far in the distance, you see a giant diamond. And just different little signs that looks like these ones might be you might be close to like these are different merchants' homes. Or artsmen, craftsmen's homes. As the rest of the party gets down behind you.
Our stuff is pretty and fun. We'll bound right.
You're going to the right. Where's everyone else going?
As far as the
Where's-
onto the right, you have your arts and merchant or
Art-
active merchant district, and to your left you have residential and merchant district.
Right is just just arts. Left
Ooh,
is to the
good.
merchants.
I'm gonna assume instrument stuff would be to the right. So that's where I will go.
So Ashra and Zastrava are heading right.
Jessica's going left. She has a bit of a potion shopping trip to be making.
Asker's going left.
Aurora has Aurora's going to collect some of her potion supplies and her alchemy set from the bag of holding and head to the left with the princess.
Jerku and Cypher, where are you guys heading?
An ingredient shop.
I still need to remember what price was to enchant for the good and evil.
So are you four heading to the left then?
Yeah, might as well. I need to find that price and
Ashra,
see how much I need
Aurora,
to save up.
please make a initiative check.
Oh yeah, Newman. Yeah, yeah. That's how we use a nat 20.
So we're going to start with Ashra and Zastrava.
Yeah.
As you guys head out towards the right, you kind of see ahead of you there are three major, looks like, in this area, and then some further along, different museums. One seems to be of different sculptures, different pieces of metal that have been worked into different things. One seems to be as like... Ashra, you're not quite certain. Zastrava, you recognize it as like different technological wonders.
Okay.
Like different like bits of machinery. And then the other one happens to be actually things of marvels of wood and stuff like that. A little more natural. Where do you two want to go?
I'll look to Asher and be like, do you want to see some really cool things that you could take back to an Austriana?
Yeah. Let's go.
Where are you going,
Astra's
Zastrava?
just pacing.
We're going to go to the technological location.
Okay. So you head in, and it's kind of a more open place with there's like the open field around it, and then there's the center dome, which would be where like any of the interior ones that need to be protected from the elements. On the outside, you actually do see what can only be described as a carousel, as it's just going up and down and different pieces of art. And as every one of them comes to the top, you watch and notice as like small fireworks come up from the side on it. On the other side of the carousel, like in the courtyard, you see what looks to be just a small little dome, an orb. You don't really see anything happening with it at the moment, but it's just a small little orb. And then there's going in.
Should we go investigate the orb?
As Ashra nods. As you both come up towards it, you watch and you see, and it looks like it's a globe. You can see almost all of the land. Actually, no, you'd be able to see all of the lands marked. Yeah, how these people are. So you even see paradise marked.
Look, it's your home, Ashra. Well, kinda.
Yeah.
You try messing with it or interacting it or just looking at it?
Yeah, we want to map the home.
As you like kind of touch it, you know it starts to spin. And as it starts to spin, you watch as light starts to come out, and you actually see like the entire world just be projected around you and just spinning nice and slowly around you, so you can see how the world actually rotates.
Interesting. Which way does it rotate?
It rotates clockwise.
Very cool.
Oh. Yeah. I'll like go out and kind of wait for Zastrava to do her thing.
How does it show the giant black hole?
There's a void of darkness there. It's just black. Pitch black. Like
Is
the
there-
water has like a faint blue to it, but that spot just has black.
Is there any label or descriptor or anything on it?
As you look for a label, are you just looking at it or doing anything else?
I'll do like it'll be like an investigation.
How are you investigating?
Just kind of like looking at it, seeing if I can like make it move or get bigger at all, or like turn
So
it.
like messing with it, touching it?
Yeah.
As you
Learning how to
touch
use
it
a touchscreen.
and you kind of place your hand on it, it does actually, and you kind of where you touch it is Asda, and it kind of labels it as Asda. And you watch as like the thing lights up and it kind of stops rotating, and you just see like Asda, and then it starts labeling out all of the cities of Asda that are last known by Roland's.
Interesting. Very cool. All right.
Anything else?
Can I move it around and touch the void?
As you touch the void,
Touch the void. Do it.
How's this travel dice?
It's about your turn anyway.
I don't think you haven't gotten close to dying in a while. Hmm.
Why did I say anything?
It says the world crater.
World crater. Interesting. Okay.
What does your bardic lore know about the world crater?
Yes, I'm curious. What would I make? A
History
history?
with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
22.
There we go. Yeah.
So as you're like thinking about it, you watch as you stay focused on it, more things just start to appear about it. 1,000 years ago, something changed the world forever. Something split the world asunder as it was known. For Asda used to be connected to Ashenbrook. Now we find the world separated, harder to get to places. Why did this happen? We don't know.
Interesting.
Now, leaving them for a second, Aurora, Shirku, Asker, Cypher, you guys head to the left. You see the closest ones to you were the hammers, and it looks like not far from them you see like a giant sword. There was also the jewel, like the big giant jewel that you saw. Those were the three closest ones to you guys. Are you keeping pushing on or going to one of those?
The jewel one would be nice. I could have some diamonds for Revivify in case we get ourselves into things over our heads.
The jeweled one should
Jewels also
suit my
nice.
needs.
It's like the armor and the weapon are both fine at the moment with the blacksmith in your hometown.
I have no need of armor, so I'm fine with going to the gym first.
Okay, 1 second as I pull up things. So as you all head to the jeweler, you enter in and you're instantly kind of taken back with how much light is being reflected off of different jewels, and the amount of wealth collected in this one room is, you're glad you don't have Ashra here. You see
Belly full.
an older elf, long ears, at the front of the counter, just looking over this prismatic gem, muttering to himself. Can't quite hear it. Across from him.
Roll for perception to hear it.
You can roll for perception to hear it.
That's all.
Also, do you speak Elven? Oh,
I can understand
all
any
languages. Never mind.
Aurora is also cat, so.
Second. Can't see things. Can't see things. Things are moving. This is why I want force monitors. 19. Okay, you do hear. Give me 1 second.
Yes.
In Elven, perfect Elven. Namora. I'm pretty sure that this works. This is a beautiful, beautiful phenicite. It will work for exactly what you need. There is no chip in this. There's no chip. Don't try and scam me for money, Namora. Them Cathras have plenty of money. And across from this older elf, you see kind of like a gaunt, sickly figured, but not too sick, but just like slightly indented. A lady with dark black hair, scrolling down long robes that go through and have some signature of some sort. Actually, give me a history check. 18.
Perfectly balanced.
As all things should be. It's going through and you've actually seen this crest like quite recently. The house crest of Amcathra, one of the noble houses of Rolla. This, you actually recognize her as Namora Amcathra, and the name rings a bell as she is currently the head and face of the house Amcathra. Powerful archmage. Powerful. Not one you'd want to necessarily trifle with. Actually, ask her, give me a history check.
I would love to.
Did you diligently pay attention in your studies, princess?
Not unless they were interesting books.
Princess.
24 is pretty good.
Okay, I saw the one for a moment.
Ask her. You've actually met Namora at one of the balls, at a couple of the balls. She's only about, how old is Asker? Remind me, so I remember Asker's age.
Like 21, I think I said.
Okay. She's only about 7 years older than you. So, while you didn't necessarily have the same circle...
22.
Okay, 6 years older than you. You didn't have the same circle, but you weren't too far away.
They were the slightly cooler older cousin that I wanted to hang out with more, but...
Also, you said she kind of looked possibly diseased, so Aurora's gonna sniff the air and detect poison and disease.
You don't sense anything that seems to be too bad. You do notice that she's been through a lot. Like, there's almost like a lingering bit of disease, like she's grown up with something. But it seems to be mostly in remission.
Just let me read my hands again. Okay.
As you all take that in, she looks to them, he looks to the jeweler. Master Ayun. Fine. You want to take all of my home from me? I guess I can pay your outrageous prices. No one does make as fine cuts as you. And as she says that, see Ayun, Master Ayun, look at her. Fine. I'll write out 5,000. There you go. Take it for 20. And she hands over 20,000 gold. Pockets that. Now go with your scrying. And she goes to turn. As she looks at you all, she looks at you, Asker. Princess Iron God, you're visiting your family. I take it.
Asker will just give a little wave and just something along those lines.
Oh,
Such disrespect to another noble. Whoa.
oh joy. I can bet that Edgar and Eugene will be happy. I don't know how to spell will do. Especially
The family has always been an interesting, tight-knit group, I guess I should say. Most of the twins keep most of their discussions between themselves. But, so hopefully everyone will be excited to see me, I guess. It's been a bit since they've been home, so it'll be nice to catch up. It's been quite a while since I've seen you as well. You look nice.
Why, thank you. So, I wish you all the best. I must get back to my studies. She just kind of starts walking with almost a float in her step.
As she walks past, can Aurora kind of hands up healing her to remove disease?
You doing that
Wow,
stealthily?
handling a noble?
Or you,
Oh, Aurora.
It's the whoops, I tripped and you catch yourself on her.
Aurora? How are you doing this?
Oh, it's not even gonna look stealthy because there's fire. But she's gonna try to look a little stealthy so that the shopkeeper doesn't get.
So, Asker, you might not have been the most attentive in your lessons, but there's probably something
She's
on
trying to help at least.
handling the ladies.
I don't know if I was supposed to do sleight of hand or
It was gonna be a
stealth.
sleight of hand.
I met her.
You know, I didn't think I would
handful
need
of
dice.
time.
We will make you roll.
You never know you need dice until it's too late.
So, for 1 second, Aurora's there
She was
with
healing
the
her.
four of you. At another second, Aurora's gone. Cypher, you can make an Arcana check at advantage to understand
good.
what just happened.
I'm gonna bet banishment.
If it was
Hey,
banished.
Cypher, that's a temporal shunt.
Oh, temporal
Uh-oh.
shot.
Oh,
I was close.
And she just keeps
Does
walking
she come back from that?
as a float, like, and as she's walking, you kind of
Aurora was
almost,
trying to help.
Oh, I know.
you can almost swear she's not even really touching the ground and the walk is just kind of for show. As she just kind of floats. And about 6 seconds later, Aurora just poof, right back into existence there.
Where did she end up?
Yeah,
don't worry,
she
she'll
does.
be back. She's having a personal trip.
I just tried to remove her disease. Whatever. She doesn't want that. She's muttering to herself, kind of angrily.
And as you mutter, Master Ayun looks to you all. So, is there something I can do to help you on? I would love to give you some wares. I need to recoup some finances, he says in Elven, like, quietly to himself.
Or glares at that.
Something I can help you with, or are you just going to stand at the door?
I'm after a few supplies. I need about 3,000 gold of powdered ruby.
I mean, not the most fun thing I've had, but 3,000 gold, you say?
Yes.
How much weight do you need of that? Because all of my rubies are spectacular quality, so is it... I've dealt with many of your kind. Is it a specific quantity, or is it a specific quality? Because this one ruby, and he pulls one down, could be worth your 3,000 gold, but it might not be worth the amount of quantity you need.
Well, if it's a high quality ruby, I won't need to use as much of it. So whatever easier on you. If you'd like to crush a whole bunch of smaller rubies of lesser value or lesser purity to make the powder, that's fine, but higher quality powder is nicer. It makes my rituals a little easier.
So you wanted me not only to have the ruby, but to also crush it for you.
Unless he's gonna look over at Shirku and do we have any rubies? I don't believe we do.
Oh, at me? I don't think so. Check. Shirku checks in his bag and takes a look.
I don't know if you do or not. I don't keep track of
No,
y'all's gold.
No, he does
No, I
not.
don't believe we do.
No.
Yeah, I do not have any ruby.
And I have sadly not picked up any rubies lately.
Rubies are actually really do cost 3,000 gold. It's quite a steep.
It is a very pristine ruby. And he shows it. And if you get closer to it, you can see it's a perfect cut. Like, the level, and as you're kind of looking around, you don't think there's any gemstone in here that isn't of a perfect masterwork quality cut.
They're all quite high quality.
Were you expecting something different? I am a
We have not been in nice towns lately, so the supplies have been limited at what I have access to.
You know who you're speaking with? I am Master Larenthine Ayun of the Great Ayuns.
Shirku whispers to Aurora and asks, "Is he gonna start having a heart attack? He's breathing awfully heavy."
I don't believe so, but if he does, I can at least heal him.
Well, I can tell by your other wares that you run a fine shop, and I'm sorry I insulted you.
Give me an Arcana check, Cypher.
Ooh, another Arcana.
Alright, two things. First thing. You know, there's a scene in an anime that someone uses like a detect magic thing and then throws up. You know better than using detect magic in here. Because all of those perfectly crafted, all are magical.
Oh.
Secondly, Ayun, that name, there are stones that would be like, were known for like going through and being able to be enchanted beyond their normal capabilities. The Ayun stones. So.
Hey, the sweet 3.5 reference on our last days of doing so.
Yeah. So that's his. If he's being truthful about his family name.
I'm gonna choose to believe that. I don't think you get a shop in this city by selling bad wares.
So I have this ruby that could be useful for you. That would be only 3,700 gold.
For the quality and the grinding into powder, I'll take it. I believe that's a fair price.
Okay.
All right. I hand over some platinum, 37 to be exact.
Good. He takes the platinum. And you just watch as you're now closer to him, you see that he just drops it and it kind of just disappears. And then he takes a mortar and pestle, hands it to you. And
And
you,
if I may ask, do you know where one could procure a bag of holding in this town? We lost ours in an unfortunate accident.
Was it really an accident?
I mean, it killed me and cooked you, so I view that as an accident.
Well, we do have one bag holding.
I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, we had deep fried Mila because you were Mila at the time.
Mhm. Yeah.
how much of a bag
Miss
of
Shredder has
holding do you
bag.
need?
Oh, nothing too extravagant.
Like, are we talking the run-of-the-mill common bags of holding? Are we talking the extra package bag of holding?
Common run of the mill for now.
Yeah, I have 10 of those. I could give you one for 700 gold.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm trying to build goodwill with him too. I feel that will be useful. Alright, that's it for my shopping. I got what I needed. I can start some crazy magical stuff soon.
Master Ioun appreciates your business.
Well, thank you, Master Elyn.
Any of you else need something?
Asker's gonna step up.
Oh, sorry. You go first.
You. No, I'm looking
You
for
first.
literal scrap.
Oh,
How
I mean,
about you just roll for it?
We can roll for it if you'd like.
Rollies!
Rollies. Where's the thing?
I don't know. Rin, pick someone.
One of you go, because I'm pulling up information.
Let's go.
You go, Asker.
Okay. Asger will step
Lead
up
us,
and
princess.
be. Hello. So this is probably going to come off as extremely questionably rude.
Yes, Miss
now
Iron
seeing
Guard?
the quality of your diamonds, I'm in need of very, probably tiny diamonds in comparison to what you normally sell. I was looking to do some basic resurrection magic if it came to it. But most of your diamonds are probably much higher quality than I would ever need for such a thing. If you happen to have scraps of these high quality diamonds, they would probably suffice for what I needed.
Scraps? Sell scraps to an Iron Guard?
No,
This
maybe
isn't what
Are you trying to get me killed?
No, I would never get you killed. You seem like a very nice person. Also,
I'm severed
I'm
from
the
the
one
body.
asking for scraps.
There will be
So,
no such thing.
Okay.
I refuse. Here, you can buy this. And he puts a diamond, and it's a beautiful diamond. Like, absolutely beautiful. Like, if Ashra is here, I don't think you would still have the diamond in front of you.
Oh, probably not.
You can take that for 1,000 gold. And then tell your siblings, Eugene and, Edgar and, who's the other one? Who's the other one that's here? Two-Spell. Tell them to come to my shop.
Do they not already come to your shop?
Yeah, when they need diamonds for things, or different rubies for different projects, they just need to come here. I must sell all of the iron gods.
That seems like a doable thing. I think I can accept that deal.
Wait, did you say I must sell all the iron guards?
So
I presume-
all of us, I assume.
I presume
don't
he
think
said
has an
sell
intention of-
2.
I don't think he wants to sell us.
It would be a powerful Freudian slip, that like very masterful storytelling.
That's what I heard.
Have I said that he's old as an elf? Have I mentioned that enough yet?
Don't give him your name.
I also could use some basic incense. Again, not quite as skilled of a spellcrafter as most of my siblings.
Incense.
I don't know if
Wait.
you had bags of holy-
Namora.
I don't know if you would have those sorts of things as well.
Wrong name. I believe 2 spell would be better for you on that. 2 spell's
Okay.
the one who focuses on all of the different alchemy things.
That is fair. I appreciate the words of wisdom. And this beautiful diamond. I shall treasure it forever.
That diamond is worth 1,500, by the way.
I figured it was probably something along that line. Asker's gonna have to find a way to chip off very small parts of this to ever use the
Diamond dust.
Revivify. What?
Diamond dust.
For sure.
You can literally just break it up and then rethink 5 different things. Anyone
Sure,
else?
to
Nice.
break it up.
Aurora's gonna look for something that reminds her of Osrius.
Aww.
What type of gemstone are you looking for? Because there's not a lot that he doesn't have.
Let's go with one that kind of has their skin color, eye color, horn colors, and stuff.
What color is that again? In a second.
You decide that. So, I think it had purple, but I don't remember.
As I get into the part of the gemstones that are actually of the quality that he carries, you see, there is one purplish lavender, lepidolite. There is a vivid purple purpurite. And then you see one that is more of a pinkish purple stitchite. And is there anyone? Oh, yes. There is one kind of at the higher part of the, they're kind of tiered. At the top of the room, there is one that catches your eye as a pink lazarine. It's a rich pink lavender purplish gem, depending on where the light catches it.
Oh,
What one do you want to look for?
she'll kind of look at the lepidite first.
Ah, you have an eye, I see. A lepidite is a fine gemstone. A little interesting to be drawing your eye, though. That can...
Well, kind of
That-
blush.
That has the ability to make it so people are more suggestible.
She's immediately going to turn her eyes away back to the.
Seduce your
Lazarine.
husbando. Seduce him.
Which one are you turning to?
She's very. The Lazarine. She's very flustered doing this now, though.
Lazarine.
The last one.
Oh, the last one. So you go from looking there to looking up. Oh. So you have expensive tastes. The pink lazarine. It draws people to it, makes you feel more. Well, just more. And I mean, you're traveling with the
danger.
princess. You must be able to afford that.
How much is it?
300,000 gold.
Do you realize it's just a little dangerous for us to travel with that much money? I could, of course, write you the letter for payment to be sent over from the family.
Isn't that 300 platinum?
For this type of item, I would need
100 gold.
I would need the gold beforehand, even from a princess of the Iron Gods.
It's a big oof.
Asker just has this moment of, I really thought that was gonna work.
Well,
It can't give in to me that easily.
We can always go ask my siblings for the money up front from the family. They should be more than willing to pass me over the funds that I need for such a thing.
I think.
I just wanted a gem that reminded me of Osrius. So maybe I could give it to him next time I saw them.
And that's why we're doing this. Because you're in love, and I really like love.
I mean, if you're looking for something a little cheaper, and that's the color you like, there is the purpurite, and he points to would be.
I don't know if you've... I guarantee that you've never seen anything cuter than the two of those two together.
So on the second row, he points to the purpurite. That does have some benefits. It allows you to clear some and cleanse yourself of some of the troubles that you might run across as you venture. It also allows you to be able to sense if someone's lying to you.
Poor Cypher.
What of this last one?
Which
And
one?
she'll point to the stitchite.
Sorry, I have a lot of different names that I'm swapping before. Hitchite? Why can't I read?
It was the third one? The one before the, Lazarine?
Was that the Sugalite?
Oh, you said stitchite.
It might have stumbled on the words. It's all
Maybe.
good.
How far away from the tower are we right now?
Probably about 200 feet or so.
How long is
Oh,
the distance
Stitchite,
from
there it is. Ah! That is something that you would be very used if you're very aggressive and angry at a lot of things at times. It would break objects quite well.
Shirkus takes a step away real quick.
That one is about 28,000 gold.
Asker's gonna step I'll be right back. I just need to make a call really quick. Just gonna run out the door.
Okay.
Did say to go and get your siblings.
Oh, I think with the properties, I believe the purpurite would be best fitting for Osiris,
That would be
except for the Nazarene.
5,000 gold.
That would be
50 platinum.
yeah. She'll hand over the 50 platinum.
So if once it's been inserted into something, it gives you a lesser restoration per short rest, an advantage on insight checks. I said, allows you to see if someone's lying to you and allows you some modicum of healing.
Neat.
Asger steps out and walks a little bit back towards the tower and casts message at the tower.
Message at which tower?
The wizard's tower we've been staying at.
You're messaging Nova?
Yep. I don't know where the rest of my family is. They know where the rest of my family is.
What are you saying?
Nova, I need a loan from my family.
What's the range on message?
120 feet. I'm just gonna
We did
walk
just kind
towards
of
the tower, repeatedly casting it until I get a response.
As you get to the tower, 120 feet, trying to remember how tall the tower is. 1 second. Yeah, no, you don't get any response while you're outside of the tower.
It's brutal.
You do see there are a couple of different buildings though around that have, as you had left there, not too far you saw like a potion symbol, a pottery, like a different pot, and then what looks to be a gun as well, further down. Shirku, does anything capture your eye?
The only thing he's looking for is still the same information for a certain enchantment, good and evil.
You gonna talk about that, or are you gonna keep that to yourself?
As for me, I do want to ask about if you know about something.
I know a great many things. What can I help you with?
I'm looking for what the general price of an enchantment involving good and evil being permanently embedded into armor would be.
So you want a gem that will make it so you no longer have to worry about having a spell cast on you?
Yes, along with making demons, undead, and aberrations more difficult to deal with me.
And he's like you see him looking at all of his gemstones, taking a look at them all.
I was looking for an enchanter for that because I have multiple scrolls of protection against good and evil. And so I was hoping that could help in, well, the enchantment. If needed.
There are no... As far as I know, there are no gems that will provide that specific enchantment. There are things you can do that would be similar or might be able to assist and help. But nothing that is specific to that spell.
Any suggestions?
What's your price? How much are you able to spend?
A little bit more than I'm used to.
A little bit more than I'm used to, so we're talking about 400,000 gold.
300 platinum?
300 platinum. Okay.
Why do you have 300 platinum?
Because isn't that what Nova gave us?
No.
Oh.
No, 100.
100.
100.
Restate 100.
It's like, where the fuck did you get an extra 200 platinum?
10,000 gold, eh?
Yeah, that's still higher than what I'm used to.
I mean, I guess that gets you into some of the okay ones that we have. We'd be looking at the second row. Let's see. Are you able to cast the spell yourself?
I could attempt, but I doubt. I
Oh,
think
so
there'd
you're
be
just brawn,
repercussions.
not any brains. Got it.
I'm not a caster.
I mean, you could always go with this, and he grabs the whitish quartz. It's called a celestial quartz. Or wait, wrong one. Sorry. It's called a celestite, and it is colorless, a colorless color. It'll allow you at least to save from something once for a short while. It'll allow you to automatically resist a difficult effect once. It would be 7,000 gold.
So 70 platinum.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any more slot room for the armor, is there?
I don't keep track of your armor.
Yeah, you said there was one slot for a gem, and I put a.
You also, I don't think, have looked too deeply at your glaive.
Not yet. Yeah.
Wasn't the glaive stolen?
No, he got the glaive back
Yeah, I got the glaive back.
a while ago.
After. Yeah. Yeah. I'll find a use for it. Until I find a way to get protection against good and evil applied. I thank you.
You're welcome.
And I, with that, Jerk is going to pay that 70 platinum.
Thank you. And it just disappears. Anything else that can help you?
That'd be it for me. Thank you.
As you guys leave, we're going to cut back to Ashra and Zastrava.
Divine Knight.
Celestite.
Celestite.
Celestite. Thank you.
It's it's colorless, and it gives you a legendary save per short rest.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty good.
That is
That's really
good. Asher's finally feeling better from the spinning whirly bit. Now it's time to see if Zastrava's figured it out. So we're going to peek on in, and Zastrava's playing around with it, searching into the depths of the heart of the darkness.
She's going to like shake her head and like look up and be like, huh. I think I remember some lore about this that had mentioned the world crater, and everything seemed to divide 1,000 years ago. There's some sort of song about something splitting the world asunder and dividing the world, just as people were divided. But would we like to go in deeper, or should we do some more general shopping.
Does it say things about other places?
I'm sure we could look at Paradise or other places.
Okay. Yeah, Asher's like patiently listening, and Asher lets Astrava mess with it. Because goodness knows, Asher has boomer hands with technology.
I'll like try and squish it and then make Paradise big.
As you focus in on Paradise, the Feywild, the
Well,
once
this map isn't even right. Oh wait, never mind. She can't read that.
the once former home of all of the Fey. After the Ascension was then followed by the Expulsion. No one has returned here in the last 8,000 years as the storms rage about.
What are with these all these squiggles? The map isn't even right.
I'll tell her. It looks like nobody has been there for 8,000 years, at least according to these people. We do know that.
Well, good. They're
Close.
dumb. They don't know things.
I have to
The map
make
looks
sure.
stupid. Like there's nothing like. And just points at the word like there's no like squiggles here.
Oh,
That's
those are
trees.
just text talking about it over top.
Text.
Writing.
You mean like what Cypher does when he plays around and like opens up like his book and just makes up words?
Yes, exactly. Oh, we need to have
Well, it's a map. It shouldn't be an art project. God.
Yes.
We'll lead on out to the next thing.
Okay.
Where are you guys heading to?
Oh,
I think we had ought to prepare for the next few
or
dungeons?
or
We call it temples? Uh-huh.
I've got a suggestion.
Oh.
Let's enjoy ourselves.
For a little bit.
Okay. And with that, Ashra is going to grab onto the Strava and shift, taking off into the air.
Oh,
Like, oh.
where are you guys going?
For
Ashra?
a lovely fly over the city. Oh, this is a fun place. There are all sorts of perches to get some scenic views. It was like midday. We'll eventually get to sunset. It'll be great.
High or low?
Yeah. Give me low. For all those beneath me.
Hey, Ashra.
Yeah.
As you're about 80 feet in the air, flying,
Finally getting some good breezies in. Rustling the feathers.
does a 19 hit you?
No.
No. You watch
Oh.
as one green bolt of energy gets launched from one person, just looking up, being kind of like, and they look like they're like, what is that? I need to get that down here. As they launched a green bolt and missed you.
As the newly ascended Astro just dips around it. Oh, and Zastrava doesn't have comprehend languages, and so the dragon rumbles at you, changes the grip, and goes for a dive.
Ah.
As you go for a dive, you hear a loud cacophony of and ouch. Asker, not too far from you, you watch as you see this tiny little girl look up. Something's attacking. Pulls out this ginormous gun, which you remember from Hidden Depths.
Are we in bloody anime now? Am I going to be eating protag tonight? Asker, you better
Asker's
get
just
your little
gonna look
sister in
over,
line, or I so
See what's
swear.
happening, and just start shouting, "Oh God, no!"
Hey, Ashra,
Again.
does a 32 exceed your AC by 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
16, 17.
Wanted to go find some money so that
23,
someone can get the gem that they deserve.
38 plus.
People seem to recognize my name here, which is weird. Asker's not used to that. Asker's not used to people
48.
recognizing her.
Plus 6 times 4, 50, or 24, 48, 52, 72 points of damage as this little girl just. And you watch as that impacts you. He looks, I could do better if I go and ask her, you see this. I shouldn't say you see it, Ashra. She looks at it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can do better if I go and modify it there. Okay. I see how I can
And-
change it.
Ashra lets out a bellowing roar and starts lighting up from underneath the feathers, like internal combustion lighting up, and we're getting to Spitfire temperatures.
No.
Asker, you do see Ashra dive bombing onto what looks to be you see as they're cloaked in like nice long robes, looking up as Ashra's coming at them.
Oh no, we're going for the kid now.
Oh, going for the kid now,
Oh yeah.
who is in front of the. There is a
Sus.
different
I want
hall that
to
has
say
a gun in
something.
front of it.
But the last time I said something, it led to us hiding out in a bookshop until we left.
Ashra.
Where are we going?
Ashra, Zastrava, you did see first that green bolts of energy, and second, you heard the cacophony. Actually, all of you heard the cacophonous boom.
Yeah, if Shirku heard that, he'd be coming out to investigate on what the heck that was.
You see what you all know as Ashra dive bombing onto this little girl who's. Oh, this will be fun.
Asker's just gonna look at Shirku and go, "I have no idea how to stop her. This is
How-
entirely on you."
How far away is Ashra?
Yeah, what are
How
the
far are
distances
she
we're
off the
looking at?
ground at this point?
Ashra, you're about 60 feet
Destrava
now.
wants to know
as
how
you're
far
dive
this
bombing.
falls.
Okay.
So Ashra's about 60 feet in the air, about 100 feet away from the girl.
Alright, if that's the case,
How
Shirku,
far away from me?
You are about. She's about almost to where you're at. Probably. You're at. So, girl here. You're 80 feet here. Ashra's 80 feet. 80 feet up. Or 100 feet, 80 feet up. So you're about 80 feet away from Ashra as she's dive bombing.
Can Aurora do all of her speed moves? Which is a dash, feline agility, and then teleporting the dragon to the ground. Oh,
We're gonna try to teleport
or
the dragon.
Zastrava.
Yeah, Zastrava's gonna free fall. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
She
Go
doesn't know
ahead.
about Zastrava.
And I think it's time for everyone to roll in 1 second.
yeah, Shirku would be running forth the bellowing out Ashra's
Because Ashra's
name.
holding Zastrava like close under a.
Asker is not
Oh.
taking part in this. I am not having anything to do with this.
That
I have a
princess
family name
dignity
to
finally
uphold
kicking
here.
in.
Shirku is regretting.
Never uphold your family name.
I have
Shirku,
it.
yeah,
But people
Shirku.
gave me a really nice discount on some shit, and then I got looked at funny when I wasn't as super polite as I should have been. So now I have to think about how I act around these fucking people.
Yeah,
Also, I don't want to be fucking involved in the crime at the city again.
I'll be honest. Shirko is regretting not going with Astra and keeping her out of trouble.
Asker, I will bring up the little girl that has shot Astra. Looks to be about 16 years old.
I'll
Yeah.
kill a minor. You can make him 12.
Y'all wanna roll an ish? Oh,
Anthony's used to that in my game.
Right, do we need to be able to click ourselves?
I
Yeah,
just
you
moved
still have to
most
click
of you
yourself.
onto it.
Oh, there we go. I found myself.
You move before Astra. Oh, thank goodness.
Mhm.
Let me get my stats. What's my...
We
Okay,
haven't
there's
had a
that.
long rest, right? We're still on whatever we had in the dungeon.
I thought we
Mhm.
did have
Pretty
one.
sure we took a
Yeah,
like,
I
we
thought-
took
Yeah, I
at
thought
least a short rest because we were
You took
eating
a
and all
short
that.
rest.
I
Okay.
thought we took a short rest. Yeah.
Well,
Oh. A 10.
I debate if I would be involved or if I would be back in the tower with all the shenanigans going on.
You haven't had. You would have been leaving
not
the
been- it hasn't
gemstone
been
place as
long.
this all happened.
Oh,
So you're aware of it. If you choose to do nothing, that is on you.
Welcome to the Choose to Do Nothing crowd, where we don't get kicked out of the city and we can continue our quest.
how
I'm sorry in
how
advance,
big are you?
Estrella.
Right now, I'm still large.
That one
Doesn't...
more than 10 feet?
No, 10 feet.
Here we go. It's like 4 people.
Okay.
Though I do weigh like 2,500 pounds or
The
so.
Strava. It is your turn.
I'm deciding which thing to try. We're about 60 feet from the ground, right?
80 feet.
80 feet.
Yeah.
I can maybe take that if I get some feather cushion fall. I am going to do what I can, and I am going to look up at Astra, and I'm going to cast Eye Bite. You need to make.
What are you
I'm
doing
gonna
to
I'm gonna
me?
try and put you to sleep.
Oh, good. You know, I was thinking similar. Let's see.
I think it's a wisdom.
How many times must we teach you this lesson, lass?
Look,
Back wisdom.
sometimes it works.
For wisdom
Uh-oh.
saves? Like, never.
Oh, it's almost though. Almost got it.
What is it again?
21.
21.
21 versus your 18.
Oh
You
no.
almost got it.
I spend like 5 fate points.
It would be, remember, every one that you affect is, you'd have to spend 8 fate points.
8. Oh god, that's a lot for going into other things.
Yeah.
I should have gone the other way. Alright, well, I tried.
Yeah. I mean, part of D&D is learning, like, what character archetypes, like, doing a wisdom save and making Shirku make a wisdom save. It's pretty good stuff. Making your clerics and druids make wisdom saves, not great. But if you make them make some, like, con saves or whatnot, then you're in business.
Strava is
Aurora,
panicking and she's gonna
it's
So,
your turn.
beeline agility, action dash. So that is a lot of movement.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 240 movement.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to kind of run to the child. Stop shooting her.
You see as
She's
she's
afraid.
reloading.
She was flying, doing nothing wrong. And then she's going to run up a building and try to pull the dragon to her. Like, she's going to run up 20 feet so she can pull the dragon.
Am I making another will save?
Charisma.
Nope. Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Okay, that's a pretty good one, too. No, that's the good one.
God damn it.
Bye, Zestra.
I'm
Zastrava,
so sorry, Zastrava.
you
As the dragon becomes a falling Yuan-Ti. Ooh, this is actually some pretty good deception stuff. Clearly See, I'm setting us up for some
Strava,
good bits.
you take 36 points of fall damage as you go, whee!
Well, doesn't that happen on Zastrava's turn?
No,
Can I use Shadow Martyr as a reaction to
no.
at least half that?
No. That is fall damage. There is no having fall damage.
Oh wait, don't you have Featherfall?
I have a lot of teleport things, but I use them all in the dang dungeon.
I thought Featherfall is reaction.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think I have
You still need spell slots.
I don't think I do.
So,
Not even, I must have taken it.
Dragon's gonna appear underneath Aurora. She's gonna land on Ashra, trying to climb to the face. Don't attack the townspeople, Ashra. Please.
Do I even see Zastrava fall out of the sky?
Yeah, you watch as she go poof.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over and see if she's alright.
And
Zastrava is not
Ashra's going to be pretty stressed, like teleported something on the back, and it's going to be a
It's
bit
me,
of
Aurora.
oh yeah,
She's
takes
like
a bit-
putting her face in front of
Ashra
your
will
eye,
slow-
basically.
yeah, and Ashra will slow down still.
Ashra, you do have it looks like the lady has reloaded and is pointing it and just waiting for you to dive her.
I mean, with like seeing the arrow,
Child.
we're going to let's see. Because Aurora is holding on. And so with the arrow pointed in our direction,
Mm,
she's going to dive on the other side of a building.
not arrow, gun.
Yeah,
Very painful gun.
but it's still like pointed at us. And so, you know, we stop for a moment with Aurora's convincing, and then we see it pointed and we're diving, or we're bounding down to the other side of a building.
As you get down to the bottom, you do see that there are a couple of people just looking at you like, oh, what the? And then a few of them are pulling out like spell books. Was that a stop from Aurora?
I think your noise suppression stopped your yell.
I probably did. Aurora desperately wants them to stop.
Aurora, give me a persuasion check.
Oh gosh.
Asher, remember what happened
We're gonna
last time?
bonus
you
action
tried
heal up.
flying it down. Didn't
She's
it
not
well?
convincing at all.
Ashra, what else are you doing besides healing?
Bonus action. No, it was
Just heal?
yeah. Yeah, because that's move action, standard action, whatnot. Do-do-do.
So you see like 5 different people like with their books open to a spell, like pointing and like ready to let magic loose at you, Ashra.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Down.
What do you do, Ashra?
We're
Aurora?
maintaining the eye contact.
Aurora really is very desperately shaking her head, shouting stop.
Cypher, what do you do?
This is not my mess. I have business to take care of.
Cypher, give me a Arcana check as you were around for... You were not too far away from when you saw the green bolt. That was a disintegrate launched right at Ashra.
I am heading towards that area.
Towards Ashra or towards the person who had launched the disintegrate?
Ashra.
Okay. You come around the corner because they're not too far because Aurora had teleported her. And you see 5 different mages with their books open pointing at Ashra and just
I'm
like
ready to
basically
like,
holding
it's a
their
standoff
magic.
and like
Whoa,
Or
Like,
there,
hold-
hanging on
like,
top
I'll
of the
snap.
dragon.
there has been a misunderstanding.
Saint Cypher speaketh.
We are here to help restore a magical shield, and if you kill our dragon friend, you're gonna make things harder and make a lot of people angry.
Speaking of Ashra,
Cypher.
Yes.
Sorry. Persuasion check.
Oh,
Perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
They seem to be. They're still holding their magic, and you can feel the arcane pressure of 5, 6 level spells all being held.
I'll get to snicker snack one of them if they try anything.
But it is all being held. Not you weren't enough to sway them to that it's okay. But also, it looks like
I think
Ashra's.
you should head back to the tower.
on foot.
As Shirku pops up behind. Zastrava.
Alright. Am I anywhere near
You're not
the
too far.
people? Okay.
You have to stand up and then walk over.
Yeah. I'll
Probably.
get like hoist myself up and like crack the back and hobble over. Are people still looking to be?
There are still 5 people in Archmage robes holding magic, and you can still. Anyone who's magically inclined can feel the hum of electricity on the air.
I'm going to just look at everybody and be like, this is Ashra. She's a friend of ours, one of our party. We were invited here by Nova. She is a bit free-spirited, and we probably should have kept a bit of a better eye on her. She is not actually a threat to
Unless you attack her first.
So we hit Zastrava's heresy.
She is only a threat to those who do her danger. She is normally quite calm and actually quite wonderful to be around.
Calm,
I
you
would
say?
appreciate if everybody would put away their weapons, and we'd be more than happy to do some commerce with all of you.
You mean high energy?
Part of me wants to ask for a deception check.
I'm
Very
trying
high
to be genuine.
To be fair, I do take a lot of naps. I probably take more naps than they do.
Give me a persuasion check.
Could be better.
And closing their book, the oldest of the group, who's a smaller dwarf. I would be careful if I were you. We don't take kindly to those creatures that are not natural and are trying to attack us.
Was she attacking you before?
I am
the
all
loud
natural
thunderous attack?
perfection. Asher,
She
like,
was
steps
invading
back
the
and preens.
airspace. And
well,
So
all
nothing can fly
natural.
around here.
As you say that, you
Sylvan,
notice
yeah.
Aurora and Ashra. You can both understand him. Everyone else, well, Cypher, you can also understand this.
Oh, I can understand it.
Oh.
In perfect Sylvan,
Oh.
yes, you are not natural. You are
What
some
are you on,
scaled
Spook?
beast flying in this air that hasn't been summoned by one of us with our arcane sigil. You are not natural.
Just because I'm better than you doesn't mean you need to throw
Oh
insults. As she like preens and like walks like slowly, showing off
Make a
and
persuasion
rustling,
check.
and she'll like shift through her feathers and colors.
Actually, make an insight check or an arcana check. One of those two.
Oh, Okay.
Sight.
Slow down.
No.
So what do we start with?
No, this is Ashra.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Sorry, what do I roll?
Insight or Arcana, your choice.
Yeah.
There, you can, your scales, you can feel them tingling with the amount of arcane energy still, like, at the ready. Like, it
Oh,
feels,
no doubt.
actually, it kind of feels familiar to you.
Ooh.
Familiar back to when you were dealing with a certain lich in a different realm and got turned to dust. Except for there's 6 of them. Or 5 of them pointed to you.
We should really be going without flying over the city this time, if you remember what happened last time.
No one's being rude.
They're going to
Ashra intelligibly complains at Shirku.
There are some people that hear it around you.
And I really need to learn Sylvan.
Insulting my appearance, ruining my perfect day, not letting me get some fresh air.
Be careful of where you fly. Not always will you be so lucky to escape with your life in perfect Sylvan.
It's not like you're using the air.
He points to the flying city.
Yeah, I wasn't flying into this like buildings. I mean, up there, there's so much of the world to enjoy.
He turns around and walks away. And you see, at this point, Askar, where are you at?
On the street,
Okay.
kind of where I was.
You've seen
Just-
that the little girl's kind of like moved over and like is heading towards them and is at this point about to be rounding the corner to look at Ashra.
Sort of just a mix of stun and shock at this point, but like, this is what happens.
Yeah?
Huh. And for those of you that understand that, Ashra, you can understand Common right now. You just can only speak Sylvan, correct? Ashra?
Yeah, I can understand my normal languages. It's just the vocal cords.
Okay. You hear from this small, petite, lady that had the gun, and those of you who are around that have a decent perception now notice, like, fiery red hair. Huh. Such an interesting creature. Looks friendly enough. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did... Oh, that's some damage to that wing. Hopefully it's able to be fixed. I wonder how I could use this design. And Ashra, you just kind of look at this small child that's just like looking over your body. The gun's on the back now, and she's just like kind of...
We're leaving. The tail like flip.
Interesting.
Yeah, sorry about her. She gets upset when everyone shoots death rays at her.
I mean, it's a giant scaled lizard that was trying to dive bomb onto people.
Well, technically the term is dragon.
Was she dive bombing before being attacked?
Are you saying that as you're getting carried away because you're on Ashra, or did
Yes.
you drop off?
She'll kind of slide down the tail, probably,
She had
because she
a,
wants to have a word.
she had a person that she seemed to have scooped up in her hands,
That happens with our party.
and
A lot.
she's
We've
also a
consented to it.
strange creature that isn't seen around here.
Yeah,
Was the Strava panic? she'll kind of look at Zastrava and then just kind of healing hands her a bunch.
Thank you.
I was gonna ask, but you beat me to it. Okay. Either way, I can see where they're also coming from. They don't know the situation or what's going on.
Oh, also, hi. By the way, I'm Tiandre Malinmere. How are you all doing?
Much better now.
Alive so far.
So you deal with things like that on, like, often and occasionally?
Oh, more than occasionally. You should
Mainly,
come adventuring with us sometime. You'd be quite happy, I think.
I don't
Mainly-
think Master Waylon Dalis would like that.
mainly we're
Wait,
dealing
wait,
with aberrations, but dragons do every so often.
Yeah. Oh, and
Zastra-
Ashra is like absolutely heading towards a near edge of the city, like grumbling at like, or like, you know, going down the middle of the street, like give it a low rumble to unobservant shoppers, clear
Oh,
a path.
Most
I-
people
I-
are observant.
I'm going to go make sure Asha doesn't get in trouble again, and this Shirku's gonna go walk off to catch up to Asha.
Have fun with that. Zastrava, can you give me a history check?
Yes.
As you get fully healed?
Oh,
Master Waylon Davis. She just insulted the Great Master because he was Grandmaster Waylon Davis last you knew. He should be about 58. Was the master smith that basically created the best guns for Rolla. And she just called him Master.
what color? Her hair is red, right?
Yep.
I make like you would be like a religion check or like a nature check. I'm just gonna look at her and be like, oh, can I know this is really a delicate question for most people, but yeah, ask your age.
Oh, I mean, why would it be delicate? I'm 16.
But isn't Master Wayland a grandmaster?
Psh. Grandmaster. Psh. He couldn't go through and create a gun that could make me blush. I am Grandmaster Tiandre Malinmere, at your service.
Very nice to meet you. I have a friend who I think would be most interested in speaking to you at some point. But I look out like at the sky. I don't know if he could make it here in one piece.
Interesting. And at that, you actually ask her, I don't know, have you still been just sitting in the same street?
I mean, at this point, like, I'm not hearing magical explosions. I'm going to, like, sneak over there.
As you're sneaking over there, you watch as like this older gentleman just runs. Tiandre! What are you doing? And he just comes over into the area. Tiandre, what are you doing? Oh, there was this monster that was attacking this
Call her a
town,
monster.
but it wasn't a monster, but it looked like a monster, so I shot it. And the gun, it was okay. I mean, the gun
Not
didn't
a person.
destroy her. But, yeah, there's some ways I can modify the gun. How are you doing, Waylon? I'm sorry, has Tiandre given you all trouble?
Shot my parental unit.
Oh, no.
Your parental unit's alive? Yeah, I
She's
told you.
Gonna
It didn't kill her. What's
Are
her
they not going to question the fact that she just called the dragon her parental unit?
No.
Nah. Everyone knows how genetics works, which means they don't.
Again, this is a 16-year-old who is a grandmaster.
Asker's gonna peek around the corner and just. Are we not kicked out of town? Is everything fine?
Not today.
Need to hide from the law again?
Asker, give me a history check.
Did it work?
No,
God damn it.
I haven't heard anything yet, at least.
I saw it. Okay, I don't know what the. Okay, character sheet. You're getting closed, and I'm opening you just directly. But I don't know why you're being like this. And did it when I was trying to cast the spell earlier, too. I don't actually need the map, so. History.
History. You've met well, as you knew, Grandmaster Waylon Davis a couple of times. Would come to the palace to make new weapons for different. Excuse me. For basically different generals, admirals, basically the highest of the high got his craftsmanship. Other people just got his apprentice's craftsmanship.
I see. Asker will kind of step around the corner and be, it's been a long time since I've seen you.
Princess Iron God, my apologies. Sorry. It takes me a second to keep up with some people.
I mean, I understand. I also took a little while to come over here, mostly out of fear we were getting kicked out of town again.
How would we kick out the Princess of Iron God? That's impossible.
You would
Was
think
you
that.
attacked?
I used to think that. But it's happened.
That should never happen. Who went through and did that? We must send the Armada their way now.
I don't think we need the Armada quite
Finally
yet.
getting some of the respect you deserve.
I will make sure that I have a discussion with General Gozira next time I see them, though, about making sure that if they were to ever do such a thing again, that we shall bring the full Armada down against them.
Ah, Admiral Gojira. How fine of a gun I made him. Too sad he never uses it. Oh, you made him that gun? Maybe I should make him a new one. That way he actually uses it.
If you were to do such a thing, I would be more than happy to take it to him.
So, Gojira, can you tell me about him? I haven't seen him yet.
Asker will just pull out an entire notebook.
Definitely
Ooh,
not stalker behavior at all.
You've written a lot about him.
He's
Do you
really
like
cute.
him?
I sure do.
Oh, so great. The love story, I mean, the forbidden romance. Oh, this
Right?
is interesting.
It's so adorable.
And you just watch as Waylon's like,
And there's no one in the family to stop me right now. It doesn't matter if this gets out.
As your
Who's
brother
gonna
comes
believe
around the
you?
corner.
is this really, is he really that tall? Oh, he would be able to withstand so much kickback. I mean, I still might want to make some stands for him. Kind of like how the dragon sat. Oh,
I love that Asker just attempting to pay close attention to Gojira because she was interested in him, and that was how she was trying to figure him out, has turned into really good research for weapons.
All right, I must go. Sorry, Waylon, keep up. And she just runs off back to her spot. So, leaving
I
you
see
all.
that we've made interesting friends in town.
Yes.
Did we learn lessons? Ashra? Of course
This
not.
is long gone.
Oh, I forgot you took off.
Oh,
Yes,
where'd you
both-
disappear off to, Asger?
I went I was walking back towards the tower to ask Nova if I could borrow some more money to get that gem for you, for the person that you like, because the family's got plenty of money, and I assume that my, like, weekly allowance has kind of continued to add up while I was away, so I don't see it being much of a problem to,
Or are
to
you
ask for
grounded?
money,
Yeah.
especially since everyone seems to have this certain level of, like, oh, it's you, Asker, which is weird to be back to. I think I've gotten considerably more comfortable with all of you just treating me like a person instead of like this. So, like, I'm having a bit of culture shock there. So I figured I would just go back to Nova, who also just treats me kind of like a person, to get the money. I know we have some more shopping to do, but I then saw Asher flying, and I just had war flashbacks to the last time that Asher did this. And we got kicked out of a nice town that I liked.
Asker Iron God.
Asker goes so pale.
And as you get pale, you just, all of you turn to see. Let me pull up the thing so I can describe properly. Like a, almost like a permanent smiled face that seems to be a little distressed. Beard, nice bright red beard, long red flowing hair. What you can tell is potions on the, like, inside of his cloak. Older gentleman walking forward. Asker, what are you doing here?
Aura's kind of
Running
gonna
away
take
from-
a step in front of Asker.
Running away from home, going on adventures like my books. I seem to have accidentally become part of a plot to help protect the world from a lot of bad things. We've also maybe done a lot of bad things. The world is not as nice as it was in the books.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Anything I can do to help?
Okay, I wasn't sure this was gonna go one of two ways. Either I was getting dragged back to the capital with you because Mom and Dad are probably really mad that I ran away.
I mean, Robim's a stickler, but Robim's not here. How can I help? You know, Two Spell's always here for you.
I appreciate that. This is why you're the best older brother out of all of them.
Eugene
high
is
bar to-
okay. Edgar is always just so depressed. Anyway, how can I help you? Do I need to get you out of here before Edgar comes around?
That would be great.
Well, come on
Also,
in.
these are my friends.
Your friends.
Asker will introduce everyone individually.
I'm gonna
This is
ask.
Laura. She's my best friend. Asker will point in the sky and just, that's Ashra. She's terrifying. She comes from the Fey area of the world. She is an interesting person to motivate you. I will say that. She's really good with pep talks and danger. So
What are
much
her
danger.
insides
Also,
like?
if
She's
she
a-
catches the fact that you have any money on you, she has become very obsessed recently with all things shiny. She was generally obsessed before, but it has become new heights recently. This is
Quick
the Strava
question.
and Cypher.
Explain how you saw her snurf 100 platinum in
I
15
sure did.
minutes.
Like,
What?
it used to just be like a, ooh, shiny, I want it. And now it's just become like just instant inhale.
Question for her. Like, is her blood normal? I've heard things about dragon blood being magical.
She is incredibly magical, so it wouldn't surprise me if her blood was magical. If you want that answered, Cypher is probably the best person to ask. He's a recycle wizard. And Zastrava is his traveling companion. They were sent to presumably take me back to the capital and have now also been pulled into a plot of continuing to run away from home and help save the world.
Recycle wizard.
Compass.
That is how he has described himself at every turn. He does lots of
Necromancer?
bad things that I dislike, but he's a recycle wizard, so
Necromancer.
I feel like recycle wizard sounds nicer at this point, and I've just kind of gotten used to saying it. There's a lot of blood
Necromancer.
involved. There's so much blood. Why is the real world full of so many dead things and blood?
Cypher, he just kind of walks up to you.
Oh, no.
Necromancer.
I'm sorry, what was that, my kind sir?
Are you a necromancer?
It's such an archaic term when you really say it out loud.
Do you have any interesting bones?
Oh, that I
ew.
can definitely say yes, I do.
We're going to need to talk later. Sorry, keep introducing Asker. Sorry. Your friends are so intriguing.
Yes, it's part of the reason I really enjoy them. Zastrava is an amazing songwriter and harp player, and she's kind of the mom of this group. She tends to keep all of us mostly out of danger, except for the fact that we have a really hard time keeping ourselves out of danger, even with Zastrava attempting to stop us. And last but not least, this is Shirku.
Who is not
We're
nearby just because he
rivals,
walked
I
off to
would
Asha.
say. But they're very good with their polearms and shields. We have a very similar fighting style. They
You're
just
rivals.
implement violence considerably more than I would appreciate.
How much of a rival?
Like, I don't know who would win in a fight.
So not like rivals as in after different things, but rival as in just equally matched.
Yes. I choose to
He
let
hands
people
you a
live.
potion. There you go. That'll make it so you're not rivals while you drink that.
Thank you. And she'll just put it in the pouch.
And
I don't know
Aurora
what to write on my
whispered to
character
us.
sheet for that.
What's Aurora trying to whisper to Asker?
Do we tell him about the soul thing?
Yeah, I figured maybe we get off like the street area first. I figured we would cover like base level things here so that like when we whisk ourselves away that it wasn't just me getting whisked away. And it was all of us getting whisked away.
Well, are you all ready for the greatest meal of your lives?
Is it texture soup?
No.
Good.
What's texture soup?
Asger will like flip like her entire journal back to like the first couple of pages and go, the recipe was water, single potato.
Single potato.
Oh, no. We have some of the best chef in all of Rolla who makes all food for us, along with all of his many helpers. We go to the Great Hall, where we'll have a great feast. We might see our other brothers, but
I was about to ask, were we just avoiding them? I mean, it's fine.
they won't go
Like-
against me. Robin's
That's-
not here.
That's very true.
So come for the feast, he says loud enough for even Ashra to hear from however far away Ashra is right now. Oh, and he starts leading you all.
See, the big trouble with all of this is that Ashra is actually full now. Just prematurely stuffed.
I feel like Asher's gonna make some room. So I have a feeling she's going to eat some of these dinner plates. We're going to the Great Hall. We are a family known for platinum.
As you go to the Great Hall, there's a lot less platinum than you might expect because this is not the Iron Guard Great Hall.
That's fair.
It looks to be a room built with tables long enough, as you take count, to probably fit about 1,000. And if Astra was here, she would know that there's probably only about 1,500 people here on this city, in this little small town city thing. Excuse me. But there's only about 400 people gathered so far. High or low, Asker? High or low?
I'll go high.
Okay. You do not happen to see the twins, Edgar and Eugene, here at all right now.
Yes!
Names are hard. Why did I do this to myself?
I was like, I didn't exactly make it easier having 12 other siblings for you to have to.
No, you did not. Two Spell leads you guys down to one of the spots and kind of sits you down, and you see most of the people are all gathered around each other, and you can pick up bits and pieces. They're talking about like further advancements, how their work's coming along. A lot of mages, a lot of different like types of people here, all focused on the future, what they can do to improve the future, all looking forward to the different progress. Different food starts getting delivered, and Asker, it's been a while since you've had good food. If that is like,
We had nice, like, grilled meat, and Tristan's cooking was pretty good.
this is, for a second you almost wonder, is Tristan the one back there actually cooking? Because this is right by his.
Asger's second husbando secretly here.
As the
Gojira's
food
gonna be so mad.
starts to come, conversation gets held. To Spell ends up coming to ask, so what has happened across all of your travels?
Asger will pull out the journal and she'll just start skimming through pages and giving like the highlight reel of everything that has happened.
He grows concerned at mentions of different things.
I would too. We've done many things that were concerning.
Did Asker put the Aurora thing in there?
Yep.
Oh no.
Asker
puts just about everything in that journal.
He seems to take it all pretty well. So the flame changing color, that was you, Aska. That was you all.
Oh,
I helped with it, yes. If Cypher is to be believed, he had a talk with her and motivated her. But also the like shooting up of the flame things where it like grew quite a bit in certain areas. That was definitely us. Me specifically.
Good.
We've kind of developed a power to be able to make sure that they continue to burn. The enemy, like I said here, was turning them off, which was probably the worst thing that I could think of.
I don't disagree. So do you all need a place to stay for the night, as it is starting to get to night?
Probably be better
Staying
than the
with
wizard
Nova.
tower.
Was
I
that
feel
Aurora?
like we probably have.
We've been staying with Nova.
Nova's good. A little bit of a stick in the mud, but not bad. And Ashra, are you here? Did you come along or no?
No. Ashra's going to drop off the edge of the city and enjoy some air.
Okay.
Because Ashra's been in tiny little corridors, been in a tiny little tower, and tiny little rooms.
Yeah, and I suppose that would mean Shirku would be watching as Asha has her fun flying about.
Shirku didn't go for food?
No, like I said, he walked off to make sure Asher stays out of trouble.
Oh, but he said that you would hear that someone was inviting Asker to food, so now Shirku has to decide between his stomach.
Or Astra?
Nope, I'll go with
And
Asher.
Okay.
Fine.
So if you want to stay with Nova, that is more than welcome. If you want to stay with To Spell Iron God, that is also welcome.
I feel like the accommodations are much nicer here. It's much less chance we get accidentally dropped into an elemental plane without our preparedness.
Harsh.
Speaking of elemental planes, I do need to talk to you about potions later. You seem to be quite adept, if any of your belts is any indication.
What type of potion are we looking for?
Well,
The best at potions.
Maybe something like this.
I mean,
She'll pull out the very glowy white one that she told Zastrava and Asger and Cypher not to ever drink.
I am the Grand Master Alchemist of Imagina. So
Wow.
what type of potion do we have
My
here?
elder sibling, so cool.
we are expecting to go into some more temples, and well, the potion of water breathing would have been really helpful in the last one. So perhaps some sort of fire resistance, maybe something for temporary flight, and I don't know, anything you could think of for an earth temple?
Temporary flight's not too hard, a little pricey. Probably would be about, for a minute, would probably cost you 700 gold. Pretty easy to come by for us. So 700 gold per each for a minute of flight. I would be able to grab that from my shop. Fire resistance. How long for the fire resistance?
I would say at least a minute, if not a couple.
For a minute or something to last that long, you'd probably be looking at 300 gold per. So 1,000 gold per, so 6,000 gold we're talking total for both of those sets. For Earth? What are you gonna be doing in a Temple of Earth that you could use a potion for?
I don't know, all I can think of are mole hands, and I don't think that'd be very helpful.
I don't know if I'd be able to make one that wasn't permanent.
She looks at her hands. I kind of need these to play.
Well, I don't recommend it then. So what's this potion? Wait, real quick. Ask her, did you introduce Aurora as Aurora or Winter?
Pretty sure I introduced Aurora as Aurora. But she usually doesn't like people calling her Winter until she's very accustomed to them.
I think that's
No,
the
it's
other
the
way.
reverse.
Oh, God damn it.
Aurora, what's this potion that you
Winter.
had for me? What?
Never mind. Just take a look at it. It's not. She's kind of looking a little irritated, but she'll deal with it.
Asgard fucked up. She's so used to calling her Aurora. She's like, the other
I
one.
feel like it's very in character.
It really is.
Aurora, what type of potion was it again? Or where did you get it
She's
from?
showing him the one that she made. The very, very devastating one if you drink it. Mind frost poison.
Who made this? Oh, you did.
Yeah, who made this?
An apprentice of the arts.
Yes, I dabble in it. She'll kind of take out her alchemy kit and kind of open it up.
He kind of just starts grabbing your alchemy kit. You don't really need this. Don't need this. And he grabs a piece of it and sprinkles it in.
Oh.
and hands it back to you. It now grants disadvantage on the saving throw for it.
Oh, good.
Whoa!
Make sure you pour it in our next soup.
Most poisons are a little dangerous. I wouldn't go around. I don't have anything that shows this. And I please do not use it on any of our nobility or anything like that. They might know who modified it. I don't need that. But you are doing a dangerous mission, Aurora. A very dangerous mission. And I want you to keep Asker safe.
Well, I mean, if you've read that, then you know our souls are slightly tied, so yes.
Yes. Keep Asker safe. Otherwise, you might find something similar in your in your drink. So, are you coming back to my place to sleep? Or are you going to Nova's? Asker?
I'm planning on coming back to yours. You probably have much nicer accommodations than Nova does. All of their stuff is this weird metally substance that comes out of the floor. It looks very interesting. It's just mildly disturbing. It's also really hard.
The Archmage is the Archmage. Are you all coming with? I have plenty of room.
Yes.
I
I'm going to stay with
suppose.
Asker.
So he leads you back to his home, Shirku Ashra, as night starts to fall. What are you doing?
Yeah, we've been stretching the wings. Oh, it's quite good. And now we fly out away from the city a bit. We start to mountain climb and see how high we can go. For I
How
suppose.
far out
Yeah.
of the city do you go? You can feel like the burn of the light. How far out do you go?
I don't know how far out can I go.
How far out do you want to go? Do you leave the warmth of the flame that you can still
Mhm.
feel?
Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, we probably need to keep it like in sight.
Okay, so you stay
I'm not
like
too
in the
concerned from
warmth of
there.
the feel?
Yeah, that's pretty fine.
Okay, just checking.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good flight.
And then we want to climb up.
You start
Oh.
climbing up. And as
We
you
want to feel the burn in the clouds.
as you get above the clouds that part, you see almost seeming like a ring of demons and devils and fiends floating around, where you could swear you also see aboleths and different creatures of the, well, far realm that are able to fly just circled around Imagina.
Time to let them know about trouble.
They don't seem to be approaching any farther, and they look a ways out, but
That's not ideal.
you have a feeling that if you would have left the warmth,
Mhm.
we'd be having a different conversation right now.
All right, we're staying up here, and then we're going to, shift the colors, turning off the bioluminescence, and drop onto the tower and take a good nap.
So Shirku, you watch as she kind of flies over everything and then just kind of lands on the tower that you're used to.
Well, I don't know if he can like see after
I'm
she
giving
goes
him
into
that.
the clouds. Okay.
I'm giving him that.
Yeah. Right about.
Yeah, as soon as she
That
goes
looks
past
nice.
the. Actually, I don't even think you can shout that far after she goes past the clouds.
Yeah, you see her come back down as she like enters the cloud, or enters from the top of the clouds and lands on the tower.
Which tower in specific?
I'm
The
assuming
tall one.
the tallest one or the one that you guys were at.
Oh, is that not Nova's tower?
The tallest one is the tower with the flame in it. Nova's tower
Oh, no.
is that one.
Yeah, I'm not messing with the flame. Cypher learned the lesson for us the hard way that time.
Yes, Cypher did.
Yeah.
Well, that's Nova's tower, and she went there to nap.
Mhm.
I guess. Yeah, no, she's way too far up for me to even call out to her.
Which sure thinks about doing some midnight, what is it, parkour,
Nah,
scaling the building.
he's not gonna touch that. But since it is growing dark, he's had a fairly nice walk, keeping an eye on Ashra for the most part. Oh yeah, he's gonna head back to the tower and
Get some rest.
yeah, get some rest. Stay relatively close to Ashra so she doesn't get herself almost killed again.
Okay. You all find sleep. Asker, Aurora, Cypher, Slashava. Very comfortable area. Very comfortable. Like, the Iron Guards know how to do luxury and, like, almost to the point where you're like, what, have we ever slept before in life? Well, almost all of you.
Yeah, sure. Juku doesn't care about comfort.
Aurora, in the midst of your dream, you
Suffer.
watch as a portal opens. Someone's walking towards your right, just walking forward, you following right behind. Lestrade. And you see in front of you standing 12, 13, 15, 20 feet tall, Malthus, the Undying. And to your right is Lestrade, the Man of Mirrors. And you're kind of able to see him from... You look and you notice, like, as you're looking, you're seeing him from more than just your eyes. You see him from your arms, from your shoulders. You see all around you these demons and devils, all of the fiends gathered. They are protected from our reach. Yes, Malthus, I'm very well aware. I am quite well aware that Elyn's power has grown further than either of us can deal with individually. You had created something that can attack, even through the flames. Why, yes, I did. I had created 5 somethings, in fact. But that was with both of our powers being combined. 5 dragons to rule the world. They'll need more than 5. Elyn's power is too great. Then we will need to combine our power. Is that something you can deal with, Malthus?
How does the X feel about it?
And you watch as he pulls open his hand, Aurora, and he takes his finger and the lightning starts to electrify off of it, and he just carves into his hand. And he just lets blood drip out into a circle around them both. That should be enough for me. And Lestrade looks up to the moon up above, and you watch as an eye opens, and just energy just starts dripping so slowly. For a second, you almost see that the energy is blood. And in that blood, you see your brother's face dripping down into the circle. And the circle starts to grow. And as the circle grows, the land beneath it disappears. And you watch as one scaled, clawed hand comes out, followed by more and more, as wings take flight into the air. As the dragons have arrived. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you all for coming on this marvelous Tuesday.
The return,
I feel bullied.
the return of the Drakes.
I hope you're all looking forward to next week. Bye.
Feel like there's going to be a boss fight with a dragon soon.
I have so much
There's gonna be a lot of
prep work I
boss
need to
fights
do
with a lot of
today.
dragons.
Oh, this definitely complicates things heavily.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
show
no.
that. I'm gonna put that away. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you all next week.
Have a good one.
Bye.